Here at the Reagan Library, it's just really important for us to bring in special exhibits like this great one partnered with the Petersen, to bring in a new group of people to the Reagan Library who might not have come before and are looking for something new to see. My name is Melissa Giller. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer for the Reagan Foundation. And about 3.5 months ago, Adam Langsword from the Petersen gave me a call and said because the Petersen was closing for renovations, they were looking for a place to showcase their cars. And would we by chance have room to show some of their cars? We thought, how fun is that? You know, we have Air Force One here, we have a presidential motorcade, we already show vehicles. Why not expand that and bring in some of the cars from the Petersen? So here we are, literally 3.5 months later, opening up this great exhibit. We're actually 2 stories high, and so we had to get the cars in somehow. So there is a big roll-up door that leads to a loading dock that if you were to look down, you are 2 stories high, and all of the cars here in our Hollywood gallery were literally craned in one by one. It was a sight to see. And they would drive it onto the steel plate for the crane. Other ones had to be towed, and they were towed onto the steel crate. And then they were locked in. The crane lifted them up, swung them around, brought them to the roll-up door, which happens to be over my left shoulder here. And then there were other folks waiting, sort of kneeling over this open hole, waiting for the cars to come. And then they would pull them off the crated plate and pull them into the galleries and then push them into position. And when you walk around this gallery, you'll see that this is 5,000 square feet, but it's not one big box. We have little temporary walls to make mini galleries, and some of the walls make for quite narrow spaces. So some of these very large and wide cars were pushed in the narrowest of spaces to get them within their gallery. We are doing 3 separate galleries, each themed differently, and so we're standing in the Hollywood exhibit. This one opens in October, and then in November we add on to the exhibit and add in heads of state cars, and those will be shown actually under the wings of Air Force One in our Air Force One pavilion. That's the Pope Mobile, that's limousines for Eisenhower and Truman, for Saddam Hussein, Evita Peron. And then in January we open up the largest wing, which is another about 15 or 16 cars at 7,000 square feet, and those are the rare, beautiful, historic, a 1913 Mercer raceabout known as the first race car, Bugattis, Ferraris, a 24-karat gold DeLorean, just, you know, car collector cars. So the exhibit opens on October 28th and it closes on May 1st of 2015. And because the cars sort of expand throughout its time, the best way to figure out and find information to make sure the cars you want to see are here when you visit would be to just visit reaganlibrary.com/cars.